Hey there everyone, I'm Tolkien and welcome back to DuckTales Remastered. What? You expecting me to sing? Yeah, I think it's for the best if I don't. Last time we managed to kick all of the Beagle Boys out of the money bin when we went through the newly added tutorial level. And today the game starts for real, just like back in the 8-bit version. Let's go treasure hunting. And we are gonna start by going to the Amazon. Yes, there we go. That was awkward.
Get Launchpad on the horn. I'm headed to the Amazon jungle to find the scepter of the Incan king.
Now, this stage is the perfect example of one of my biggest gripes with this game. And I know a lot of people agree with me, but you'll see what I mean when we actually start collecting stuff. Main word, collecting stuff.
Thanks for the lift, Launchpad.
No problemo. Lift is one of my favorite principles of aerodynamics. Oh, say, you got your radio, Mr. McD?
Aye, of course I do.
Great! Then I'll be your eyes in the sky.
Oh, I'd be happy if you just keep your eyes on the sky for once. What an airhead.
Hey, I heard that.
Now then, ancient Incan legends claim the king's scepter was locked away in a giant temple of the clouds, and it should be dead ahead.
Gee, Mr. McD, I see a lot of clouds, but no temple.
You wouldn't, Launchpad. The legend says the temple was hidden away from all but King Manco Capquack himself. But there's bound to be a way to reveal it buried somewhere in this overgrown salad bowl, and I'm not leaving till I find it.
Am I the only one that always loved the fact that all of the names and areas and stuff always have the word either duck or quack in it? I know it's simple, but it's those simple things, you know? It's always fun. Anyway, welcome to the Amazons! What actually used to be my least favorite level back in the 8-bit version. Don't know why, I just always thought it was pretty hard, but it really isn't. But anyway, this thing on the ground here is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people prefer the 8-bit version over this one.
Launchpad, I found an ancient coin depicting a nightingale.
Edo! You haven't stumbled across a pizza joint down there, have you, Mr. McD? I'm getting kind of hungry up here.
I'm not even going to dignify that question with a response.
One of the things that WayForward added in this version... Ow, ow, ow! Stop that, stop that! That I know a lot of people don't really like is that every stage have a collectible you need to get. And this stage, of course, is those coins. And there is a lot of them. And of course, since this game is voice acted, they decided, you know, we need to have voice acting for every time you get the collectible. And in my opinion, that kinda kills at least a little bit of the, well, the flow of the game.
Coin. And this one has an inscription of an eagle.
And by the way, I hate these spiders. They were one of the main reasons why I died a lot back in the 8-bit version. No, I am serious. The underground part here always killed me as a kid. But anyway, of course, another thing that WayForward changed with this game is, of course, they upgraded the music. And even though I wasn't really the biggest fan of the Amazon theme back in the 8-bit version, I love this one. It is so upbeat and so catchy. It's just awesome.
Aha! A coin bearing the image of the Queen's horse. Ha! It'll help us find the treasure for sure.
How can you tell, boss?
Never doubt the well-honed instincts of an experienced treasure hunter.
If you say so, Mr. McD.
Or, you know, it's pretty obvious since it's a collectible on this stage, so I guess I am an experienced treasure hunter. Well, I did get a treasure hunter title for Sheena and Symphonia, so I guess so. Anyway, we have a hidden treasure room here behind this. Actually, this is quite well hidden too. You really don't see that you can go behind here, except if you go to the corner there, you may be able to see that there's something here. But yeah, I actually really like it. This game, one of the main things that I really like with this game is that it really rewards you for exploring. And yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. But anyway though, we need to find all those coins. And well, as you'll see, there is a lot of them. And oh, come on, can I get out here without getting numbed? Yes, good. And of course, you can use the pogo to go over all those thorns and not get hit and all that, which, well, I like it. Doesn't make sense, but I like it.
A coin showing the sun. Kids, I nearly tripped over it. This place is a mess. Where's Mrs. Beakley when you need her?
Actually, she's not that far away, but we'll see that in a little bit. But this stage is pretty long, so what I want to do is talk a little bit about my experience playing the 8-bit version as a kid. Now, as I said back in the first episode, I didn't play the NES version. No, I played the Game Boy version, which is, well, it's pretty much the same except on the Game Boy. So, as a kid, I never really had a system until the Super Nintendo, and that was like right before the 64 came out.
Look at this, an ancient coin with the image of a scythe. It must represent a good harvest.
This is Launchpad, calling Mr. McD.
What is it, Launchpad?
I'm running a little low on fuel up here.
Well, where are the extra fuel canisters?
Well, that's why I'm calling you, boss. I checked the glove compartment, but all I found was gloves.
Oh, you'd best find those fuel canisters, or the next thing you'll be flying is a model airplane.
Okay. Last time I asked you for help.
Is that a promise?
God, I love Launchpad. He used to be one of my favorites back in the show too. Anyway, as I was saying, back to the story. Yeah, this is probably not the best stage to tell a story, but oh well, I'm gonna do it anyway. So, yes, back when I was a kid, my parents were very anti-video games. They didn't want me to play games at all, it seemed. Video games, that is, not, you know, other games. But I did anyway because I had a friend that pretty much owned everything, so suck it, mom and dad, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's pretty bad, but yeah. But for some reason, giving my sister a Game Boy, that was fine. But I'm gonna continue after getting the coin. This is really a pace breaker.
Found another one, and it depicts the ruling might of a spear.
This is Launchpad, Mr. McD. Come in, Mr. Mc...
Launchpad, what was that?
Nothing, boss. I'm sure nobody was using that tree anyway. Except maybe them. And hell.
That sounded bad. Okay, Launchpad is dead. No, he's not. He's fine. It's a cartoon, for Christ's sake. Of course, he's fine. But, okay, let's just get this coin too before I continue, or else I'm just gonna stop again, which is a little bit annoying, but oh well, it's my own fault.
This one, it shows a shield. You know, I bet those Incans could have minted a whole lot more coins if they hadn't tried to make each one unique.
Actually, that is a very good point. Or at least they could have done something like, yeah, there's 1 shield, 2 shield, 3 shield. Okay, I'm thinking way too much into this. This is DuckTales, for crying out loud. But yeah, back to the story. My parents, once when I was around 8 years old or so, they went on a trip to Spain. And when they came home, I can't even remember what they gave me, because it was probably not that important anyway. But they decided, let's give my little sister a Game Boy. So they did. Of course, I was the one using the Game Boy the most, but doesn't really matter. And with it, they bought a game that was called 82 in 1. Now, of course, like a normal human being, I know that most of those games that have multiple games in one usually have 3 original games or so and then just reskins. That one, though, was very different.
Aha! This coin bears an image of the scales of justice. Just what I need to help me find the scepter.
You know, Mr. McD, I had a thought.
Launchpad, why start now and spoil a perfect record?
That's a good question.
Well, I don't have all day. What was your thought?
Come to think of it, I forgot.
Launchpad, were you dropped on your head much as a child?
All the time. Why?
I feel you, Launchpad. Dropping used to be my specialty too. Wait. That actually explains a lot. Ah, oh well. That's why I can't finish a story when I just start one. Yeah, that's it.
Come in, Launchpad. I found something. There's a carving of Manco Capquack on this stone slab, and there's 8 succulent notches around it.
Sounds great. Does it tell us how to find the treasure?
Well, I'm not sure what it tells us, but I'm certain it's an important clue. Bless me, bagpipes. These coins I found will fit perfectly into those notches.
Oh, you must have come across an ancient Incan poker table, Mr. McD. How about I come down there and you deal me in for a hand?
You come down here and I'll deal you a blow to the head. You're supposed to be keeping an eye out for trouble, remember?
All right. Trouble spotting it is.
I would not trust him on that at all.
Launchpad, what if the images on these coins symbolize the various tribes of Manco Capquack's empire? Maybe if I surround him with them. Oh no, it's not working.
Hey, maybe you need to say the magic words. Or maybe not.
Will you look at that? The ancient city of Manco Capquack. And that beam of light. It must be pointing to the Temple of the Clouds. But how am I going to get across?
Up here, Mr. McD.
How the heck did he get out of the tree? I guess he's a better pilot than anyone first thought. Could have fooled me, that's for sure. But yeah, I love Launchpad. He's so funny, and he actually kind of reminds me of myself too at times. I know that's really not a good thing, but yeah, I love Launchpad. Now, we don't need to do this. This is actually more of a suicide than anything, but I'm a greedy bastard and I play as Scrooge McDuck, so I need the money. But yeah, I think I'm not gonna push my luck anymore, I'm just gonna go. But seriously, how did Launchpad not see this? I mean, he just needed to watch straight forward and he would see the temple, but I guess he got television or something? I don't really know, but he would still be able to see it, right? That doesn't really matter.
Whoa! I did it! I found the legendary temple of Manco Capquack.
With a little help from your old pal, Launchpad McQuack.
Oh, of course, Launchpad. I couldn't have done it without you. Now just hold on, and with a little luck, that scepter will be mine in no time.
I'll put a quack in it. Yes, I had to. Now I'm just gonna stop here a little bit because some of you Hawkeye viewers out there may be able to see that my money is a little bit different now. Well, that's because apparently my recording decided to crap itself in around the middle point. And since I already beat the stage, and this is a game that doesn't allow you to replay stages, I had to redo the first stage and then come back here, but really no big deal, and my audio, well, it kind of fit pretty well to the new recording, so there we go. Now, since we are now in the temple and there's really no more scenes, I can finally finish my goddamn story, don't you think? Yeah, would be nice. Though it's pretty much at the end of already, but yeah. 82 in 1. Usually there would, as I said, be like 3 normal or original games and then reskins. The one my sister got had none. No reskins. It was all original games. And not only did it have the 3 first generation of Pokemon games, I mean Red, Blue and Yellow, it also had games like Dragon Quest Monsters, Mario Land, and, well, of course, DuckTales and Pac-Man and Bomberman and stuff like that. So, yeah, I played that game a lot, and I found new games all the time that was really fun to play, and yeah, it was just insane. Though I will still say that DuckTales was probably the game, except for Pokemon of course, that I played the most. Just because I freaking loved this game. It was the greatest game I have ever played as a kid. It was just that good. Anyway, go down here and look who it is.
Mrs. Bigley, what are you doing here?
I'll not have you risking your life on an empty stomach. No more danger till you eat every last bite.
You're always as good as you want, my dear.
Can I ask how the hell did she get up here? And before us of all people? We kinda unlocked this place. Doesn't really matter. It's a video game. Though I will say, the 1-up doll is freaking adorable. I love it. Oh man. Anyway though, this stage, even though, yeah, it's the first stage, it is a bit long. And, well, of course, the cutscenes doesn't really help much either, but we're almost at the end here, don't worry. Though the worst part still hasn't popped up. Now, before you go up this rope, make sure you go here and you pogo. Because there is a lot of treasure there, and you will also get a trophy, so that's very nice. And wow, we are already at 1 million. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna be the richest duck ever. Wow. Wait. I already am. I'm gonna be the richer. No, joke aborted. Anyway, this is my most hated part of this entire stage. Okay, it's gone. Okay. If you get hit by any of the rocks here and the treasure chest is gone or something, you fall down this pit. And it is very annoying, so make sure you keep on moving. Thankfully, it is safe under that treasure chest though, so make sure you at least stay there if you actually want to stop. But let's see, there we go, yeah. Sadly, I don't really have much more to say now that the story is gone, but yeah, as I said, this stage used to be my least favorite because I always died here. If it was the spiders or the ceiling there, it didn't really matter because I just couldn't stand this place at all. Now though, I'll say the 3rd stage is probably my least favorite in this version, I mean. Though it's still pretty fun. I mean, none of the stages in this game are bad. I mean, it's a remaster, of course. Remaster of an awesome game. Of course the remaster will most likely be pretty awesome too. Though I can see why some people kinda prefer the 8-bit version. But anyway, go through the wall here and we will get ourselves the first heart container in the game. Yes, they took a little page from Zelda and now we have 4 hearts, so we can take more damage. Very, very nice. And we may also need it because on the next screen we have the boss. But before we go there, of course, we need to look all over the place for treasure. Almost 1.5 million, wow.
There it is, the King's Scepter. Well, oh, this was easier to find than a penny in a parking lot.
A little bit too easy, wouldn't you say? Of course, it's in the middle of a big room. It can't be that easy now, can it? No, of course not.
What was that?
That was the boss. The stone head ducky thingy. Does this thing have an official name? I don't really know, but what I do know though is that this boss is not for you if you are afraid of crushing, as you can clearly see. Now just look at the floor or the ceiling or the walls themselves, of course, and they will start shaking before they move. So of course, get away from the place that you think that's gonna be, well, crushed first, I guess. Now later in this fight though, this guy will get an attack that makes a giant, there we go, yeah, that one. Oh crap, that was bad. If you are not in the air when he hits the ground, you will take unnecessary damage for some reason. Don't know why, but just make sure that you are not, well, on the ground when he does it. And crap. This may not end too well, because this guy still got a lot of fight left in it. Let's see if I can actually do this. I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, he is not the first boss, but I wouldn't really say he's the easiest either. Okay, come on, let's see. This is actually a little bit intense. And okay, there we go. Close one. I hate when the ceiling goes. It's kind of hard to see, actually. Okay, good, good. And the ceiling again. Ugh, stop that. I don't want to die against this boss. No! Oh, man. Oh, that sucked. Oh, well. Yeah, that was a good start. There we go. Yeah, that fight is a lot easier than I actually made it out to be. I just really suck, apparently.
Hurry, Mr. McD! This place has fallen to pieces.
No, I'm not leaving without that scepter. Get us out of here, Launchpad. I cannot believe we came all this way for nothing.
Well, we got almost 2 million, so I won't say nothing.
What's the meaning of this?
Outsider, our prophecies have long foretold that our ancient city would one day be returned to us. For hundreds of years we have waited, and at last that day has come.
You mean you're not mad at me?
Mad? Quite the contrary, Feathered One. Is there anything we can do to repay you?
Well, now that you mention it, I did come here looking for an ancient scepter. I didn't suppose...
Does it look like this? It fell from the temple.
Oh, they're climbing for nothing. Hey, Mr. McD?
Bless me bagpipes, the scepter of the Incan king!
It is yours. Take it and go in peace. After all, it was just the old king's back scratcher.
Of course. Oh well, at least it wasn't a butt scratcher. Yes, I watched Family Guy before recording this, so it was kind of stuck in my head. But yes, with that kind of awful display, we finally finished the Amazons. And of course we have the result screen here, which I'm just gonna skip. Yes, we are now even richer than before. Wow, almost 6.5 million on one stage. That's pretty good.
The scepter of the Incan king. I tell you, boys, there's something special about this treasure.
Really, Uncle Scrooge? Yeah, it just looks like an old back scratcher to us.
You boys need to learn some respect for the finer things in life. Now, if you're done having fun at your old uncle's expense, help me decide where we should go next.
Well, we know where to go next, but before we do anything, of course, we got a lot of cash on that stage, and the last one too. So, what we want to do is go out here. Because we don't actually go outside, no. We go to the, well, the shop, the gallery. And we can buy stuff like concept art, character art, and, well, all that good stuff. But as you see, I already bought a picture, and of course I did that in my failed recording. And that also unlocked a trophy that you get by buying one thing. And of course there's also a trophy for buying everything, but yeah, not gonna happen. Though, this screen actually got my biggest gripe in the entire game. What is the one single thing that most people think about when anyone actually mentions DuckTales on the NES? The music. We can also buy the music here, but not from the get-go. We need to buy a lot of other things before we can go down to the music. And I know it's a very small thing, but the first thing that I wanted to do when I played this game was to listen to the music. Especially the moon music. I know, I'm a part of the sheep clan, but I don't care! The music! Though, just buy all the cheapest things and you will go down eventually. You don't need to buy everything on every level. That would be douchey, but thankfully you do not. But one more thing before I end this off. If you go down here now and you take a little dip, you see that the scepter is right here actually. And I really like that. All the treasures that you, or the main items from each stage is actually down here in the vault. Really like that. Nice little touch. But with that, I will end this off. So, next time, we are gonna go back out into the world, and we are gonna head to Transylvania. The one stage that a lot of people really hope that Way Forward would actually change a little bit. Or at least, how many times we actually went back there, and I agree. But that's not until next time. So, thank you all for watching, and I see you all later.